Welcome back to Numbers Live 30 for 30. No, I'm playing.
Yep, go ahead and take it, Wani.
uh,
Numbers Live Sports Network. We back at you. As Juwan said, Numbers Live 30 for 30, 30 teams, 30 days. On this episode, we're going to go over the Oklahoma City Thunder. Again, we back in the Western Conference. We're going from the bottom up on the West. So last year, the Thunder ended up 14th in the West, 24-58. Pretty, not good, obviously, but they got a young team. This is one of the younger teams in the league, and they're in that mode, the rebuilding mode. But Sam Presti is doing working his magic. So as we just went over the Houston Rockets and that trade that just happened. So again, the Thunder actually received David Nwaba, Sterling Brown, Trey Burke, and Marquise Chris. Solid players, I feel, but
no, they're not.
They won't play.
not solid, but they're like serviceable. Like these are players who can be on somebody's bench. It's funny. Sterling Brown has he's coming out with a show, a TV show. So
I saw that.
Yeah. So I don't know if he's probably gonna go play, but yeah. So that's what the Thunder are doing. Obviously, they drafted Chet Holmgren, and he unfortunately won't be playing this year. They drafted
Both Jalen Williams.
Two Jalen Williams, spelled differently. And then I'm going to butcher this dude's names, but Dieng, Oshimane Dieng, 11th overall. So tell us about him. I know we saw Chet. Tell us about the other three draft picks. What they
Jalen Williams that was drafted 34th out of Arkansas. I like the kid. I saw a couple times during the season, and then more up close when they played Duke in the NCAA tournament. Kid's like 6'10". He rebounds really, really well. Mid-range jump shot and can play some defense. Fits right in with what they're trying to do as far as the young rebuild. Will possibly even take over some what's the guy's name? Kenrich Williams minutes.
Kenrich Williams.
Forgot about him. But they definitely took a major hit in losing not only Chet Holmgren, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander got an injury too. And I don't think he's gonna be able to start the season when the season begins. Luckily, they have a more than decent backup, in my opinion, in Josh Giddey. Giddey's a possible triple-double every night, every other night. So they'll work in with Josh Giddey, some Trey Man, who I really think has a chance to really show what he can do. And I kind of butchered his kids' names too.
Okalovitsky or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. This kid, he's gonna finally be able to get some minutes. He plays hard. He stretches the floor a bit. And then he's also put on 20 pounds in the offseason. 20 to 30 actually. So he went from about 190 to about 210, 220. And I think that's really gonna help his game.
Yeah, he was real thin. I remember seeing him. So
real thin.
Real.
See, I like the other Jalen Williams out of Santa Clara, and please don't crucify me, listeners and viewers, but he puts me in the mind a lot of Eddie Jones, like just the way he plays his game. He can shoot it. Like he could be a really good piece for OKC down the line, and their young core and nucleus could be pretty good, and Sam Presti has enough hoarding picks for the last 6 years to make a splash at some point and go out and get a big name or draft really well and put a team together that will make players like Shai and Chet want to stay longer in that organization. So I like their upside. They gonna be shitty this year for sure. No Chad, and I already know they're gonna really put the kid gloves on Shea and not rush him back. So yeah, so I don't have very high expectations for them. I can see them having the worst record in the NBA.
Mm. And they're so you don't think they're not trying to get Vic, right?
Yes.
But they got Chet.
So.
Okay. All right.
And the thing is, I don't even think they care about getting Vic. I think they want the number one pick.
Right. So they
and other people will want to get Vic.
Exactly. I can see that too.
Ooh, Keldon Johnson and the number 3 pick to OKC for the number 1 pick. They could be on to something there.
Yeah.
They could be on to something there.
I can definitely see that.
I actually feel like, if they would have went into this season healthy with a healthy Shea, a healthy Chet, the draft picks, that they really could have pushed for a play in. Not necessarily got it, but definitely wouldn't have been in the bottom 1, bottom 2 of the West. But I definitely see them bottom 2, bottom 3 in the West now. I think they get off to a really, really slow start. Definitely until they get Shea back. But like Juwan said, they'll probably take that as slowly as possible, seeing that he is the franchise piece. And they'll try to get that number 1 pick.
Well, fight for the number 1. Some tells me this season the tankage will be more real than ever. I think it's already starting with some of these teams.
I don't want to sound like a hater, but I'm really not sold on Victor. I mean, I just saw.
Speak on
it. I mean, we saw USA 18U team versus him, and a kid that wasn't even drafted was going to work on Victor. He's on the Grizzlies now. I'm pretty sure they're gonna sign him to a guaranteed contract. But I mean, going to work. Like, yeah, he's 7'3", don't get me wrong. But you getting that ass put in the basket. And yeah, he can step out and shoot, but the way the NBA is right now, like you can literally put like KD on Victor. And then as he asked, it looks really good right now. He's in the second league. He's not even like in the Premier League in Euro basketball. So he killing a bunch of people that lead a game, go to the butcher shop and cut up some hogs. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just not sold on it. Come to America.
So you saying he got to gain some weight, get stronger, or what?
Oh,
He puts me in the mind of Porzingis, and Porzingis is probably still 40 pounds heavier than him. And we saw how bad Porzingis struggled as far as weight and stuff. And if I had to choose between Victor or Chet, I'm picking Chet.
And that's no knock against Victor's game. It's just more so about how it's going to translate to the American game.
Well,
because of the competition that he'll be playing against.
For sure. So we'll see. We shall see. It's a lot of teams gonna be trying to get him. A lot of these bottom feeders. So it's gonna be very interesting storyline to follow. So that's your Oklahoma City Thunder team preview. See y'all next time on Numbers Live Sports Network. Thank you for joining us. Good night and Godspeed.
This nigga trying everything.
He go find his catchphrase.